SIGHTSEE the Tarot is a series on my channel through which I take you on a tour of tarot books, spreads, techniques and tips, different decks, and more. Today's video tutorial will be a hands-on workshop, so please watch while you're seated comfortably in front of your reading space with a deck of cards ready to go. You're also going to want pen and paper nearby. The parade spread is one you'll want to tuck away into your personal repertoire. It's versatile, all-purpose, and gives you a clear, cogent roadmap for a forecast on that goal of yours and exactly what you'll need to do to ensure success and achievement of that goal. This spread can be found in the companion guidebook for the Pride Tarot, a collaborative tarot deck featuring LGBTQIA+ artists and allies. If you want to download and print the worksheet for the guided parade reading to chart your goal or project, then be sure to click on the link in the description box. Now let's get started. Got your tarot cards ready? Here's an overview of the parade spread. After choosing a significator card or the Grand Marshal, you will be pulling 6 cards that will empower you to initiate a goal of yours immediately after this tarot reading. Anticipate challenges, seek out support, and get a concise action plan, along with a forecast of how the trajectory of your goal will turn out. I will walk you through the reading card by card, and we're going to be doing this together. So get out your tarot deck, preferably the Pride Tarot published by US Games, but anyone will do, pen and paper to take notes, and if you're a beginner, a book of card meanings. I recommend Holistic Tarot for those working with the Rider-Waite-Smith, which is the deck the Pride Tarot is based on. This is a 6-card reading, but the 7th, the first, is a significator card, which in the Pride Parade spread is called the Grand Marshal. What you see on screen will be the final layout of your tarot card reading. Now let's get started. The Grand Marshal of your parade spread is similar to a tarot significator, but slightly different. Traditionally, a tarot significator card is one you choose from the deck before you begin the reading, and this card represents you, the querent, or the subject matter that you're inquiring about. A common example is to choose a court card from the deck to represent the querent, based on date of birth and therefore birth astrology. In the video description box, I'll link you to some references if you want to learn more about the significator. In this reading today for the Grand Marshal, you will be choosing a card to represent an aspiration. This is a card that represents your goal, your wish, ambition, what it is you seek to achieve. According to the guidebook, this could also be a signifier of someone who is a hero or role model to you. On screen, you'll see excerpts from the printed guidebook for the Pride Tarot that explains the Grand Marshal card. So at this time, turn over your tarot deck face up and select one card for your Grand Marshal. The following are just some of my recommendations as a tarot instructor to the beginner. If you are inquiring about new beginnings, starting a new life path, a new chapter of your life, go with Key 0, the Fool card for your Grand Marshal. If you know exactly what you want to achieve and your question is about how to make sure you fully manifest it in the exact way you envision it coming to be, go with Key 1, the Magician card for your Grand Marshal. If you've got a question related to personal spirituality, mental health, seeking mental or emotional clarity, or what it is you most seek is higher counsel, just any insight at all that your spirit guides feel you most need right now, I would go with Key 2, the High Priestess card for your Grand Marshal card. To read about more everyday mundane matters, I would suggest as your tarot teacher for the day to go with one of the 4 aces in your deck. These 4 aces represent 4 categories of aspirations. Choose the Ace of Wands if you're reading about a career matter. You can also go with the Ace of Wands if you're inquiring about physical health, but it's specifically related to your vitality. If you're reading about an interpersonal relationship, that's love, romance, domestic affairs, family, or even your relationship with yourself, then go with the Ace of Cups. For readings about how to resolve a particular conflict, whether it's a man versus nature or society, or man versus himself, a form of conflict, opt for the Ace of Swords. By the way, I also use the Ace of Swords when I'm doing a reading about a writing project, legal matters, or something I must conquer when the theme is conquest. Finally, the Ace of Pentacles is the Grand Marshal card you can reach for if you're reading about money matters, finances, or personal economics. In terms of physical health, if there is a specific physical bodily concern, this is when I'll opt for the Ace of Pentacles in a health reading over the Ace of Wands. At this time, pause the video and select your Grand Marshal card. Then set it into place on your reading table and resume when ready. Now that you have set out your Grand Marshal, shuffle the deck in your hands. As you shuffle, repeat the keywords beginnings. We'll do this together. Beginnings, beginnings, beginnings. Keep shuffling your cards. The question this next card you're about to pull will answer this. What is your goal and how can you get started? How do you get your goal off the ground and moving? What is that first initiatory step for you to take immediately after this reading? Now pull a card and set it into place in your spread for card position 1. In the worksheet handout that you've downloaded and printed, start on the first page and follow the journaling prompts for card 1. Of course, you can use the handout prompts as just a suggestion guide and write directly in your own tarot journal. Pause the video here and resume when ready. Continue shuffling the deck of cards in your hands and now focus on challenges. Repeat this keyword with me. Challenges, challenges, challenges. Keep shuffling. We are going to get a forecast reading for what obstacles you may face as you pursue this aspiration or goal. The next card you pull will answer this question. What are the challenges you face in moving forward? Now pull a card and set it into card position 2. Turn to your worksheet and follow the journaling prompts for card 2. Pause the video and resume when ready. Now let's see what's supporting you. These are your allies, your aid, and what help you've got within reach. Shuffle your cards, and as you shuffle, repeat the keyword with me. Support, support, support. Keep shuffling. The next card you pull will answer this. Who or what is supporting your efforts? Now pull a card and place it into position 3. This represents the energy most supportive of your undertaking. Take a moment to journal your impressions of card 3 following the prompts on your worksheet. Pause the video and resume when ready. Now continue shuffling your cards and focus on the keyword change. Change, change. We're going to determine what adjustments you may need to make in terms of your actions to ensure success. Keep shuffling your cards. The next card you pull will answer this. What needs to change in order for you to move forward? Now pull a card and set it into position 4. This card is a call to action. This is what you must figure out how to change or adjust so that you can direct your path toward achievement. Following the worksheet prompts, log your notes for card 4, pause the video, and resume when ready. Onward we go. Shuffle the cards in your hands, and as you shuffle, recite the keyword with me. Progress, progress, progress. The next card you pull will forecast your growth. The card will answer the following question. What signs of progress do you see? What will you learn on this journey? This is the card that will reveal how you will grow from this journey. Now pull a card and set it into position 5. Pause the video to journal your impressions of card 5. Resume when ready. And finally, we arrive at the concluding card. Shuffle your deck one final time, and as you shuffle, feel yourself energetically concluding or closing this reading, winding down and feeling yourself decelerate, relaxing, and finalizing. Keep shuffling those cards, and as you shuffle, ask this question of the universe, of spirit. What is the current forecast of the outcome? Based on all known factors and where you are at this time in mind, body, and spirit, what is the most likely outcome that can be calculated? Now pull a card and set it into position 6. This is the forecasted end result of your journey. Pause the video to journal your final impressions from card 6. Resume when ready. If card 6 is negative or the answer here disappoints you, there are measures you can take. Specifically, you will want to work on intention setting. Check out the previous SIGHTSEE the Tarot episode featuring Rachel Pollack's 78 Degrees of Wisdom, where I'll walk you through how to create a tarot mandala to change a negative reading. A link to that video is in the description box below. Maybe the reading you just did for yourself was great, exactly what you had hoped to hear, in which case, yay! If, however, your parade reading marched in a similar direction as mine, then, I commiserate with you. I feel you. The outlook for the goal I'm reading about isn't too hot at the moment, but I do not believe anything is set in stone. Instead, I read this as messages of caution, red flags that Spirit is sending up at me, so I'll pay attention and get my act together. There's always the earthly, physical, action-oriented work you've got to do if you want to ensure success. There will be some concrete directives in your parade reading for you to take heed. After all cards have been laid out, revisit this string of cards and just focus on pulling out every call to action you can find here. Listen intently to the advice of Spirit. What is Spirit telling you to do to ensure your own success? This is going to be very practical, physical advice that requires good old-fashioned hard work and elbow grease. There's also, in addition, spirit work that you can do in conjunction with the physical labor. After this guided reading, move on to Rachel Pollack's Tarot Mandala video tutorial to cast a tarot mandala that will help you reformat the energies around you and align it better for success. If that's a little too intense for you, I like to pull a single tarot card and empower it as a talisman. In terms of a tarot talisman, well, to start, see my 3 reversed or ill-dignified cards. In an act of witchcraft, intention setting, manifestation, and magic, rectify the ill-dignified forces and realign them so they are more conducive for success. In other words, unblock that which is, well, blocking you. Clear the path for yourself. Next, the tarot talisman. I'll choose a card intentionally from the remainder of the deck to trump or overpower the force of that final outcome card. Choose an element that will defeat the element of that final outcome card. In my case, the Earth of the Empress card defeats the Air of the Five of Swords. Also, the Empress, a great card for fruition and productivity. So that's why I went with the Empress for my tarot talisman. Something I like to do, place your fingertips over your tarot talisman card as if connecting to it means you can siphon its energies. This card is a direct key of access to the energies of the Empress in this universe, and now you want to visualize yourself siphoning from that pillar of universal Empress energy and infusing yourself with the energies and powers of the Empress. Take as long as you like and approach this as a form of quiet meditation and visualization exercise. The Pride Parade spread is a versatile spread for readings that will give you a roadmap for how to achieve your goal, warning signs on what to watch out for, and a projected outcome so you have a sense of just how much more effort and hard work you will need to put in. It's one I hope you'll enjoy reaching for time and time again.